everyone, G-Loves Trains here. You joined me in sunny Swansea this morning. Honestly, it has been lovely weather here lately, but I am about to skedoot out of here as I'm off for a trip to Ireland. So first things first, I'm going to be travelling with Transport for Wales from Swansea to Fishguard Harbour, where I'll then be catching a Stena Line ferry across the Irish Sea to Rosslare. I am very much looking forward to this journey and getting to Ireland for the first ever time. I've just made my way to platform 1 and it is the 10:43 Fishguard Harbour service I'm waiting on. The train should be pulling in about 5 minutes before departure, as it is currently operating a Carmarthen to Swansea service, and it says up on the screen it's a 3-coacher, so yeah, class 197, that's what it'll be. Look at that seagull on top of that 153. This is also the first Fishguard Harbour service of the day on a Sunday. It will get me into Fishguard Harbour about an hour and a half before the ferry's departure, so I'll be able to just check myself straight in. I have also made sure to sit myself on the left-hand side of the train in the direction of travel, ready for those beautiful flowing water-esque views out the window between Swansea and Carmarthen.
Fishguard Harbour. We'll be calling out the following stations: that's Llanelli, Pembrey and Bury Port, Carmarthen, Whitland, Clynderwin on request only, Clarbeston Road on request only, Fishguard and Goulding, and arriving into Fishguard Harbour at 12:20 this afternoon.
And we're off. I've got an hour and 40 minutes on here now. And we are just crossing over the River Lucker. And we will be following alongside this until it flows into Carmarthen Bay. We're not making a stop there, but quick, Pigwelly, say hi to Gidwelly. We are just coming away from Carmarthen Bay now, and we will be running right next to the River Toey through to Carmarthen. Oh, I really do love the flowing water, mate. Well, it was very quiet on the platform at Carmarthen when we pulled in then. It's very quiet on this train as well, but we will be reversing back out, so I'm going to move over to this seat here. Now, another thing I am really excited about today is the actual ferry I'm going to be on, because it's Ben My Chree. This ferry used to be part of the Isle of Man Steam Packet Company fleet until it was replaced by MV Manxman in 2023. And yeah, between the 7th of January and the 3rd of May 2026, it is operating on the Fishguard to Rosslare route. The reason for this is that the Stena Nordica, which is the ferry that usually operates the route, is over on the Holyhead to Dublin route at the moment, standing in for Stena Estrid. That ferry was involved in a berthing incident at Holyhead. But yeah, can't wait to get back on Ben My Chree. I'm pretty sure it is the ferry that used to take me across to the Isle of Man yonks ago. And after calling at Clarbeston Road, we are now branching off onto the Fishguard branch of the West Wales lines. We are just leaving the penultimate stop of Fishguard and Goulding. We will be pulling it into the terminus in a few minutes' time. And For the train ride from Swansea to Fishguard Harbour, I did buy an advance single, and with a rail card it cost me just £4.90. And here I am at Fishguard Harbour. It's got one platform and it's served by Transport for Wales trains, and the station itself is actually owned by Stena Line as opposed to Network Rail. Right, I'm going to head down and get checked in for my ferry now. There are 2 sailings between Fishguard and Rosslare per day, apart from on Mondays when there's only one. But the one I'm catching departs at 2 p.m. and then the other one is at 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning. Well, I've got my boarding card and I'm just sitting in this waiting area now, waiting to board. It's very quiet in here. Hopefully it's this quiet on the ferry. And I can see Ben My Chree out the window here. And after having a bag check and a little bus ride, I'm finally on. I thought I'd get my boarding card and then be straight on the ferry, but I think I was waiting about an hour to get on now. But anyways, I am currently on deck 7, which is where the party is happening. Got the cafe here, more seats along here. But I am going to head up onto the outside deck, ready for departure. There are some benches to sit on out here. I'm not too sure whether you can get further up or not. Gonna have a see. Aha, yes you can. Right up to the top deck. It's currently 25 to 2, but you never know, we might set off early. It is a 3.5 hour crossing to Rosslare. We did set off about 10 minutes early. And I remember when I stayed in Wendy, the railway carriage in Aberporth, there was a poster up that said Fishguard to Rosslare, shortest sea route to Southern Ireland. And I did say at the time I would love to try that out one day. Well, here I am, today's the day. Right, so I'm going to get back into the cafe. Hopefully it's not too busy in there. I can get a seat. So also on deck 7 there is a bar through here. And then there is a lounge. But yeah, back through to the cafe for me. Plenty of seats free. I just bought myself a burger and chips, and blimey, look how many chips they've given me here. But the staff are really friendly on this ferry, and they were asking me then, do I want this on my burger, do I want that? And one question I have never been asked before when I've ordered a burger is, do I want the bun? I was like, yeah, I want the bun. Anyways, I'm gonna tuck into this. There is a little duty-free shop behind me here. They just made an announcement saying it's open for 1 hour, so I can always go and have a little look around there if I need something to do. But to be honest, I've got a window in front of me right now and I'm more than happy just sitting here looking out to the sea for the next 2 hours. It's 3:30 and we look to be about halfway across now. I've come for a little wander back outside to wake myself up a bit because I was getting very relaxed sitting at that table in the cafe then. But I did book my ticket for this ferry ride on, I was going to say Ben My Chree's website then, honestly. Just got Ben My Chree on the brain. On Stena Line's website, and it cost me £38 for an economy fare. And they also did say on the website that due to this being a replacement vessel, there would be no Wi-Fi or cabins on board. However, there is Wi-Fi. It's not Stena Line Wi-Fi, it's steam packet Wi-Fi. But yeah, I have been using that. We're not too far off of Rosslare Harbour now, and it's only 10 to 5. And it's down to deck 5 and onto the bus. Alrighty, I'm outside the terminal now and it's just gone 25 to 6. And after we got off the ferry then, obviously we went on the bus and then we didn't have to have our passports checked, but we did have to have a dog come down the bus sniffing us all. And then they checked everyone's duty-free items as well. I've never seen those things done when getting off a ferry before. But anyways, I can see Rosslare Europort station over there. Well, more, I can see the final train of the day to Dublin, pulled in on the platform. It does depart at 6 p.m. on a Sunday and then slightly earlier on a weekday. But I am spending the night here in Rosslare now. I purposely didn't book onto that last train because, well, one, I didn't want to risk missing it, and two, it is going to be going dark soon, so yeah, I wouldn't have been able to see anything out the window anyways. Right, so I'm going to go get to the beach. The other plus, of course, to not booking onto that last train is that I get to check Rosslare out. Alrighty, that's my visit to Harbour Beach done. This is pretty much what I wanted to do during my time here. But I'm going to go get checked into my hotel now. So when I booked this trip, I remember I spent a while trying to decide which hotel to book. I was looking at hotels around the harbour and then in the village centre of Rosslare, which is about a 20-minute bus ride away from here. And in the end, I settled on Ferryport House, which is close by to here. But they rang me up the other day saying there would be no hot water. So would it be all right to move me to the sister hotel? So I was like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. So now it's Fishguard House by the sea that I'm staying at tonight. It is just an 8-minute walk away. Whoa, look at all these steps, I gotta go up. Oh my days, that was knackering. And here I am. Wowzers, this is very nice. It's clearly a refurbished room and a triple room as well. It cost me €104 for the night. I don't know if the rooms on the other side have a sea view, but the room I'm in on this side has a view of the entrance. Only thing, I can tell already that the walls are quite thin here. But yeah, it is a big room, this. Got the bathroom round the corner here. Lovely jubbly. I tell you what, I am pretty knackered out right now. That ferry ride was honestly really relaxing, and it was great to be back on Ben My Chree again. It is a nostalgic ferry for me, that one. Also, it feels like it was ages ago that I was in Swansea this morning. But yeah, I am up early doors tomorrow, getting out of here on the train. So, early night it is, methinks. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye!